It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on the Lions' leader at quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Lions and the Bucks. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. But straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, we're in October. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. The interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 92 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And then we got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Pickett. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down. An empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And the numbers for Gibbs from last week. 14 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. Hand off now to Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Now they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll set up a throw.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll drop to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. After 7-0 on the 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. To the air on first down with Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's Pickett. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Now inside the 25. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Now it's Gibbs.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Ross St. Brown.
His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now they'll shift things around. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Ball had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And this one complete to Simpson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 22.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've reached halftime here.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Chris Godwin.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
79 yards.
And the Buccaneers get a bit closer.
60 Eagle.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now run by Gibbs. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, and he's going to have it by 20. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And they'll run it with Gibbs. He finds some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And Gibbs has it.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 36.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is going to have the Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Gibbs.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Lions are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Pickett now on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett right back to the air again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Porter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
45 yards.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
For the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun, here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. To the air on first down with Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Another run for Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Pickett will look to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On the ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one's over. It's a win.